Yeah, yeah. Don't know. Check in. You don't know it's another beautiful day here in BC, British Columbia, and we're here chilling on the podcast. Yep, going straight to the phone line.
Yes.
No time to waste,
So now
guys.
it's no time.
Try the next call up on the line, yeah. I
Right
hear all
away.
one.
Yeah, man.
Uh huh.
Hello.
Yo, what day with you?
No, I'm down.
The boss probably know your number, man. The boss not take no unknown call, you know?
Yo, remix to the world. Where the pan?
Yeah, man, I think it is, yeah.
Everything active.
Yeah, I'm on everything active, man.
I go on normal out.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, so I'm all of it.
It's
Mhm.
right, you know?
Which is
Which
right,
is
which is right.
this. Yeah, man.
So I add Nicky on the call now too.
Yeah,
Mm.
man. Yeah, you don't know remix with the we are try get together and talk about a few little topics, things that are going on in our world and how woman think compared to how man think.
Yeah, that's one some different
Mm.
views on it, you know?
Yeah, because last week we talk about
Relationship.
relationship
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
them something there.
yeah.
So every week we kind of try to change it up a little bit, see different views from people and what they have to say about different things.
Yeah.
So
No.
yeah. So
Mm.
this week we are try talk about how woman think compared to a man think because you don't know, we man we are very simple and easygoing people. We don't make nothing bother with too much.
Well, you have to talk for yourself
Yeah,
still,
that's
Mm.
you
true.
know?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
true. You
true.
can only talk for yourself because
Some stories over here sometimes, yeah,
yeah.
say, you know? So, yeah, some crazy stories at times.
That's true because the whole heap of man out there been through a lot, and you have some miserable man out there, and you have some crazy man out there. So you're right about that, but you know,
But general idea still, you know? This way each person think.
true.
Yeah.
But me still think as a man more simpler than
Yeah, yeah,
woman.
yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah, yeah.
know, only a woman think with their feelings and you know get feelings involved in
Yeah,
it.
they're very emotional, you know, so
More add Nicky to the call too.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
retro
trying to
man.
add Nicky to the call.
Yeah, man. I did the caller, man. Mm-hmm.
It's a topic.
Good night, all.
Yeah, the
Good night,
chicken,
mom.
right?
Topic. I mean, Nikki know what kind of topic we're
Okay.
talk about.
So the first topic is women expectation nowadays
Yeah.
and them thing there. You know, so everybody have their different perspective when it come to that, and you know, body requirements different. You know, so we are trying to figure out like for the past 5 years, what a big difference if there's a difference or it's not much difference from
Yeah.
each one of us experience and all them thing there.
For me personally, I also see there's a shift
Yeah.
with a lot of relationship because also partly have to play with the social media as a part to play with, in people have more information, can see more and can do more. The world is more connected, people not just date in an community. People can date outside in community. People can date across the world, across the state, across the province, you know. So from what we see right now is like um there's less people getting married to also. When we can't see
I
that,
think
there's
at the
less.
opposite, more people are getting married now from like five
Not
years ago.
really, because if we talking about from the 60s coming up, there were more people married than right now. There's more divorce right now.
Yeah, you can say probably is there more divorce, but I think more people are getting married nowadays
Right now,
than
you can tell there's a lot of people saying like it's not worth it to get married because there's no
well,
really, like, some people are saying that there's like this generation right now is saying there's no benefit of getting married because you getting married, people get divorced so easily. There's no substance to it anymore because as easily as a person can get married, as easy a person can get divorced. How can you
What
get married and get divorced in space of a month time?
what you think, remix?
Because yeah,
What
people
you
now
think?
married for love. My views on that,
Mm-hmm.
people now married for love again. People are married for opportunity and what
Yes,
them can get.
Okay.
You
yeah.
understand me? I say no love, no really. They like that.
So no
Again, when
genuine
people are
love,
say,
yeah,
yo,
say
may I do
then.
this for love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
real
Mm-hmm.
talk. You
It's a
feel
way you can offer and way you can bring then, attract.
Yeah, we can
Uh,
bring to the table.
okay, okay.
what you
So
have,
yeah.
It's
what
all about that, then.
yeah.
What you have to say about that, Nikki?
I agree totally.
You think social media have nothing
I
to do with
agree.
Of course.
you think social media have nothing to do with it, Nikki?
Um,
All right. More.
Make
um,
she continue.
I guess 50-50 in a sense because all right, most persons live their life surrounding social media. So it's like if you're in Montego Bay, the whole entire world have to know. So you're in Montego Bay, but the world know it. So if you're happy this morning, the whole world say you're happy. If you're not too good with your spouse, the whole world have to know because you have to post it.
Yeah,
So kinda, I would say, yeah, in a sense,
yeah. You have an
not
impact.
fully 100 because based on yes, yeah,
Okay.
it
What you saying?
does.
No, I was gonna say that with with social media, for instance, you can look. I'll give Jamaica as an example. All right, we all know in the world people scam and people make money and people make fast money, right? The so fast paced money is like people have a different perspective when it comes to money. So you understand? If I say a girl used to date a guy who used to work a hotel, and she would are okay with the guy work a hotel and make certain amount of money per week, per month, or you know what I mean? Now with all that money gets so quick, you know, women have a different perspective when it comes to money or how much money a person should make. So they if they date, say this girl now date one guy and he make 150 or $300,000 just to say per month. She not gonna want to go back to date a guy who would make $50,000 a month because she kind of used to that lifestyle. So
So,
now,
so pretty much it's all about the money.
yeah, it come back down to money, because you have to understand, women are creatures that are more looking for more stability and more comfort. It's not necessarily just about the money, Most women look for comfort and not would just say just potential, but the future.
So,
So a lot of women look at the future, what a person can do for the future, because just say word speaking, they have kids and a person is able to take care of that kids, whether it's a lump sum of money now or a lump sum of money over a long period of time.
so pretty much then remix did right pa what I said then.
Well, they might love you, Me not gonna say they don't love you,
Yeah, as I'm saying, love every way you have and where you can offer. That's pretty
Well,
much
that's
it.
true.
So as soon as they can provide that, then you know how that go. So everything that not gonna work. So yeah.
But what me see a go on right now is a lot of the woman them now, if you date a woman will tell you, a woman when not working will tell you, oh, you have to be making certain amount of money. You have to fit a certain criteria
But the
for
same
for she to date you when while she don't have nothing to bring to the table.
but that criteria come from social media, because of social media kind of put those kind of thoughts in their head. Before we growing up at Jamaica, we never hear women talk like that until the past 10 years. Because me in Jamaica, we grew up around so much female, me never really hear them say, you have to make certain amount of money. Is that you have a job, you might have a car, you have your own place. You are more progressive, you do things to yourself. They more gravitate towards that. But no, a woman directly will tell her, you have to make certain amount of money in order for him to talk to you.
Well, like how we have a female here, I'm glad you're here, Nikki. I want to put you on the spot. You know, from a woman perspective, Nicky, what you think? Why enough of these girls nowadays they want a man to have to have a certain amount of money or certain values before they can even consider dating that man. And enough of those girls, they don't have nothing to bring to the table. You know, want to hear your take on that? If you think
Honestly, I don't know. You're not seriously. I don't know. I really don't.
you think it's fair, from your perspective, you think that's fair?
No, it's not.
Okay. What do you think about the remix?
Boy, um, honestly speaking, um, you know, as I say, um, ladies them, well, when me check it out, overall, I don't know, but for Jamaican woman, especially, may I speak to, them just like the fast life, like a woman now start from zero with you and try to build life. Them just want to get into the fast lane, just the quick fix.
Right
You
away.
understand? Yeah, and you see, that's why a lot of relationship destroy now because there is no foundation, there is no root. It's just topsoil, so it just blow, it just come up, hurry up, come up and just done with it. So that me think a lot of relationship are lock right now. You understand?
Foundation and love.
Yeah, foundation, no foundation not there. You understand? No foundation not there.
So
And you see,
therefore, it's
you know,
genuine then, pretty much.
yeah, really genuine.
Yeah.
And I want to find out right now. If you check out, a lot of the young ladies them not cook again, them just want the KFC and the fast food and
Yeah.
you're being a wife. Where you look. Cause since night, me see one woman take out $5,000 and buy 5 box food. Big weekend before you cook some,
And that
cook some
$5,000
meal and
there.
sit
The
five
$5,000
thousand
probably
dollar buy 5 food.
the $5,000 probably could not buy something for at least 3 days or at least 2 days if you cook something.
Yeah, man different, but when you come on to woman, me not feel say woman should have to live a restaurant.
Yeah.
Me not say every now and then might feel like in a mood to cook. And you buy a restaurant. But me I talk about night on top of night.
Yeah.
You just come a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that not look good as a woman.
I think it
Real
just
thing.
the whole thing a change for
Because
you.
that, yeah.
Either move like as a first world country now. I even here so in a big like week it's a restaurant full right
Yeah.
through. So things just a change in general right around.
Yeah, but yeah, it all depends on the relationship though, because like in me know myself in my relationship, me not go a restaurant, me know me cook a yard most of the time. So it all depends on the two individual. If the two individual them really serve themselves, they don't really like cook, or depends on the money situation. If they're not worried about money, most likely then definitely they'll go eat
I
out.
think it's just a thing here, like I just normal if you just go have just end to end thing. Like
Yeah.
as me say, middle of the week, restaurant full.
But me understand what remix are saying now because me growing up as a little young youth, coming up, what me grow up and see is my father go work and my mother make sure of say food cook.
But yeah,
Back in the
things
days.
and time changing
So
already. Right now,
when
I
you
don't
see
really find them a girl nowadays who stay in the house and all of that.
exactly, so me
Yeah,
kind of understand what remix are
Exactly what
say.
we talk about to come back at the quick fix,
yeah,
the quick life.
yeah,
You understand? The fast life.
yeah,
So, everybody just there at the fast then. And you see, these ladies are followers. So one lady do this, every lady want to do the same thing. Then feel say, yo, it's cool.
At the trend.
You understand?
Mhm.
So the media our will set the trend. I think the media it's very good and it's very bad
yeah,
because
yeah,
it blindfold a lot of people and everybody like who wants. So well then I just a trend I do it, well me have to in a hit.
yeah,
Real
So
talk.
you have people where they here where them just them not really think for themselves. Them just follow.
yeah.
True. True. Yeah,
I
so
mean, I talk right across the board, both male and female.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Mm,
have a lot
okay.
of followers. About said, no, so I'm not depend that, I'm not depend that lane, Yeah, everybody wants to say, yo, this a happen here, so me have this. Yeah,
Okay.
this we got where me want one of this.
Yeah.
This about where me want two pair of it or three pair of it. Yeah, something.
Yeah. Trending. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that Clarks are wear? Everybody are wear
Yeah, if
Clarks.
you
I
keep
want to know for your
trending.
size. You
You have
still
to,
are wear
you
yeah,
have to
Clarks.
keep trending, man.
yeah. Jelly a beat. Everybody want jelly.
Really,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
real
yeah.
thing, a real thing, a real
What
thing.
levels,
Yeah,
remember
just
where the
followers,
carry thing I come
followers,
from afar, the carry thing I come from, they come from the 100 them, then the 110, and then, afar and step up, to J League. It's
Yeah,
serious.
true,
Yeah,
true,
but the
true.
levels to it.
Yeah, like,
So we say
yeah, it's
if you
like,
not drive a J League at Jamaica, you not say nothing right now.
Yeah, man, I push to start,
yeah,
key, key thing no work,
But you can get your old Civic and switch out and put button start nice,
Also,
I, I just said that.
if you
As
change up your thing.
I just said that, may I go ask a question because Nikki there again, so it good if you have a female
You have
Perspective,
opinion.
only
yeah.
one female. One
Mm.
female. Why is it male dominated? Female power star
Don't
to
worry
get
yourself.
different
We'll
points.
have more female here. So yeah, we'll have more females. But what I mean I say, Nikki,
Okay.
if a guy roll up on your foot,
Mm-hmm.
in our 88 car look shabby, like you and all of that, you know,
Last night, no
would
chance.
you give him
Seatbelt, the cover, that's
even would you give him at least 10 or 15 minutes out of your day just to hear what you have to say, just to talk to him, and he probably he's a nice, charming guy. Who knows? You know, compared to a guy who roll up in a BMW. I want to talk to you.
That's why I said that's why I'm saying you need more females. I am not a materialistic girl, so no, what you have don't matter to me really, in a sense, because you can't have four cars and you're still a crappy person that me not interested in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll talk to him and he can talk to me if he's yeah, because if me like you, me like you, me not like what you have, because what you have not have my signature on it to say okay, it's gonna be mine eventually. And if me like you for your things, that mean me in a problem. So once you don't have anything anymore, me not gonna like you again. The liking gonna come to an end. So yes, me that talk to the boss. Yes.
That's very true.
Yeah, as what she say, like she say, it's gonna be more than that. There's more to it than just that. And then you have the opposite of how she think and see things, where a female will stay in a situation as long as it's beneficial to all,
All right.
cars and money and all of them something. So
Okay. All right. Coming from Jamaica and come to Canada and dating in a Jamaica, I see there's a difference between Jamaican girls and, say, for instance, my experience with white girls or Canadian girls overall. All right. With my experience, if you're in Jamaica and you say something to a girl, you stand a better chance to get attitude than up here if you say something to a white girl. I say, a matter of fact, you just say hi, how are you doing? At least they will give you the benefit of the doubt to just say hi. If
No, no, no,
yeah, them polite enough to say hi,
them
but
no,
then
polite,
they move
no,
on.
not all
No,
of them.
they must say hi, Them polite enough to say
them
hi, but then
polite.
gone after that,
Let me say
They,
that's all me I say. Them polite enough to say
just hi
hi,
and then
to
gone
say
after
hi,
that.
and they might be gone
No,
after
then
that.
gone, then gone.
Yeah, but I'm talking about my experience.
Mhm.
My experience with them, I can go up to them and say hi, such and such, and have a conversation, and they might say X Y X Y, and then go about them business. But with my experience talking to black girls here, it's more of an attitude. Like, why are you talking to me?
Well, as
I
you say,
don't.
your experience. You have that
I'm talking
experience.
about my experience. Me not talk about phone experience. Me
Mm.
talk about my experience coming here
Yeah.
versus Jamaica. Me remember me there at Jamaica, and a girl directly tell me that, hey, it's a money running me in.
Mm-mm.
At
So
least you up front.
See up front
Yeah.
and she tell us I'm money running me. And so
Yeah.
Marsha said nothing go on for you, nothing gonna go on for you
Bother
because of
with
so
it.
yeah.
Eh,
Up here so me never offer no girl or try to impress no girl with things that me have. Me just show up as me and then talk to me.
I think.
That are my
What you think? Let
experience.
me give my view. What you think?
Well, me understand what we need to say, you know, and
Back home is more of what them perceive of you. So if you have a really nice car, a girl will give you more attention. He will stand a chance to talk to you more.
The majority of girls will, but then you still have the other 5 and 10%
Yeah, but they
where.
hard to find.
Yeah, but it's still there.
I'm not saying it's not there,
true.
no. I'm saying from my experience.
Uh-huh.
From my experience driving a nice car, go to Sablama, a girl would approach you and say, hey, me like your car or whatever the case may be. And they were willing, if you ask for the number, they were willing to give you the number.
Mm.
Where
You think of this right there right now, remix? You
That
think I
remix said that pretty much he said.
that's what remix I
That's
say.
exactly what he said.
It's more materialistic kind
Mhm.
of thing now. So just like when you say J League I run, if you drive your J League a certain place, your J League talk for you. Whereas in up here, anybody can own a J League.
So and that's why they have a different perspective again when it come to female them because I know everybody have access to it.
That's true.
It's like opposite there, so down up yourself. Everybody have access to certain things here. So me driving certain car, yeah, see it
You're
as
not
a
gonna make
nice car.
it's a nice car.
But you
Just on a,
still attract some too.
that's true.
Yeah, you still attract some
But
still.
what
So
them so for me, what them perceive that is that you know what this guy's working, this guy's dedicated, this guy he having thing work, take care of business. Even if you rent a place and and you the rent and you have your place clean and your place more homey, more
mhm.
comfortable. People will gravitate tomorrow because you look more responsible. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So just like one girl saying, one guy will live in my mother house because what it show that you're irresponsible,
Mhm.
that you don't really have your stuff together, or if you don't walk and take the bus, a person is sure you're like
You
okay.
have a bus pass, man. Yeah, so. Well, so what do you think about what I say?
I understand what I'm saying, you know, and
Mm.
me get it. But me, from my perspective, since me day here in Canada, me see girls here where me call to. Don't want nothing, just a genuine call. I mean, I tell you, turn around in head and look the next way. Like, I just breeze a blow.
Mm.
So, that I probably we
That,
need.
that that's a female
So me
experience.
say
So
Ex-
in
my
female experience,
experience
I'll
yes,
is
try
different.
experience
It's not
different.
different.
So I just it
yeah,
is I just one of them thing there.
true,
Yeah.
true. I understand what you're saying. That's
Yeah.
true. But,
That's why Remis can't tell us an experience don't go and see. Is that if you drive a J League is more of a fast thing where part of girls see you and just know say, oh, the man thing happen or whatever the case may
So you
be.
can determine what level you're upon then pretty much.
Exactly. It
Serious.
varies.
Yeah.
Because right now, okay, all right. We don't have Jamaica right now, no so certain kind of car, no privilege down there like how we privilege up here. Think about you driving a Lamborghini in a Jamaica. What the status it come with, like so this a person directly have money to own that car.
Yeah.
Whereas in up here, so if you have a Lambo, you have a Lambo. That is one of the things. You have a Lamborghini. Yes, you might say you have money, but anybody who with a decent job can go at the dealership and just get a Lambo. Once you
Yeah.
have the credit and once you can pay, you make your payments, you can get it. Right now, if we have money past a certain level, we can just go on one dealership and just get it.
Yeah.
okay.
Down in Jamaica, it hard if you come by. So it show more of a status. And if you have a certain kind of vehicle in a Jamaica, you can more if you enjoy because there's more time during the year if you enjoy. Whereas in up here, so 3 months out of the
And
year.
and the rules too again too, right? So the
Exactly.
rules different where they don't really enforce the rules much in a Jamaica. Not like here, so the total opposite. So yeah.
They have rule for every rule.
Mm.
A real thing. A real talk. But compare compare a Jamaican woman compare Jamaican woman to a foreign woman. Uh, uh,
But I'm not gonna say that though. Before I go, I'm not gonna say that there's not a lot of superficial women up here too. I'm not saying that. So I want to make that clear.
You know, you think remix because you're down there, you live down there, you did it. You think there's a percentage, small percentage of good Jamaican woman still down there, like good old school Jamaican woman where like where you know about and used to where back in the days. You think them the woman that's still there about
What age group you talk about now?
not talk about Pitney we just left school 17-year-old or
Me
something.
not talk about that.
Me talk about woman who from in them
25 to what? 40?
yeah, you know.
I think there's still hope remix or there's no hope.
Like remix guys. Gone.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, Shaggy, when they say like if with you in an environment and something, must say if there's any potential to find any decent female.
Wife material, somebody where
Yeah,
you can trust,
yeah,
somebody where you can look to. This a boy, if you go through a hard time, so the person
yeah.
will stand by you.
Or you think
Uh,
you'd have to leave for parish and go somewhere else, or what you think there's potential there or not?
Jamaica.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, um, I want to say no. Potential is here, but
Mm-hmm.
woman them not use it in the right way because a lot of the woman them now is like them a play a role of a man, meaning them want to be controlling, and everything like building them own house. Them just want to be independent, like they not really want to rule under a man. So
Okay,
what no, we are do this together. If a woman like lot of woman when we see nowadays is like them a try to do for them thing
okay.
mostly
Okay.
more than a man. So I mean like
That's so
as we say, no
independent.
real genuine thing now, man. People just a look for themselves,
Okay.
basically, overall. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's what you're saying. There's a lack of building together.
Yeah. That done.
Okay.
That true.
But
That not there again.
that really bad in
uh,
a Rasta. That really
say true.
for where Jamaica come from and where we grew up and see.
Culture changes slightly.
Slightly.
But
A
of course,
He
landslide.
gone.
It's a
but of course, the
landslide.
culture don't change because,
Uh,
as I say, social media influence things.
like
So the social media influence things. People or you influence people the way people live and the way people think. Information influence that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Nikki.
S-
Back to Nikki again. Nikki Isha, what do you think?
Sir.
What do you think? Because you're there, you see all of these young girls, you know, and young girls, the big woman, them, what you think?
Yes, to your question. Yes, there's a few genuinely authentic women that are here, yes,
do
still.
you know any?
But though
Beside yourself.
I am one. I
You
do,
hear what the
yeah,
man say? Beside yourself,
quite a
Nata.
few,
Okay.
few, quite a few, quite a few. I'm saying this to say though, most of them, including myself and the ones that I know, is that they're at a place now where they have to step up and start doing the work of a man because they're not doing the work what they're supposed to do or the job that they're supposed to be doing. So most of the pressure and the weight left back on the woman. So nowadays,
But what is
woman
that job?
decides saying,
What is that job you're
Yeah,
referring
what
the
to?
is it
job
what the man then do
Yeah,
again?
is
exactly.
What's
responsible. They're
Uh,
not standing up to their responsibility in every area and every aspect.
and
And
so
now, even though the
no, what is that responsibility you're seeing now that they're not standing up to? Because you can't responsibility can be a general thing, But like, what is that? What is the trend that you're seeing then?
Well, pretty much, yeah,
let
say,
me let me let me use this as an example. Birth rate completely totally dropped. Nobody no want sit down and have no picnic because as the picnic come, the man them gone. When it come to to work and to build relationship, most of them no want do that either. Because with like time change, like really seriously, you know have nothing to do with based on social media. Yes, to an extent, but time change now where everybody just want to live the fast life, the hype life. It's like then time and things change totally. It's just a new generation, new time, and everybody just
Different.
think different now because how things were in your time, my time are totally different. It's like a different era, a different era rather, and a different time and a different generation. So they act different, they think different. How you would have think so they would have perceive a situation, they don't look at it like that. Like them brain not function the way they. So they think different. So I think that things like simple things where they say, okay, they're supposed to get this, they're not getting it because they're not really pay attention to that. And man no woman know they take over man role and start do the things where man supposed to do and just as what remix say, like just they are depend just and it's not selfish, but it's like being independent and be a dependent of themselves.
Wow. So I guess the man them now do a good job then the man them need to step up.
That's a man, not all you know. When Mr. Man, me not say all you know, like some. As me
Yeah.
say, it's honestly just a new time. It's just a whole total generation that think different, act different. It's like them program one different way from how we did make in a fairy time. Different material make them different. Yes, it's just a different time.
Wow.
Okay.
So just imagine if I saw it stay now. Just imagine 1 10 year from now. What go happen?
Parenting changing, and so that's why the kids them have it's a kind of mentality to right. So
That's true.
But even my experience having kids up here is different from the way I see kids raised around me in Jamaica.
the kids that have kids nowadays, so and
Yeah,
the lifestyle and all of them something. But they don't really pay attention to discipline the kids them right. Even spend the quality time with the kids them. So kids them grow themselves pretty much
Yeah.
nowadays. And
That's
the
true.
internet. And nowadays the kids sit up on tablet thing that till much hours, half of the day a tablet and all of that. So whatever them see online, then just run with that most of the time too.
That's true.
So
You
yeah.
shouldn't which in you know, kid supposed a kid's supposed to be disciplined. A kid's not supposed to have a certain amount of freedom where you're allowed to do anything and everything is okay.
But even here, so you see too.
Yeah,
Like the
you see
12,
it
look at the
here.
12-year-old, them how they dress and how they act and all them something.
How then talk to them
Yeah,
parents.
but you have to
it's
understand that it's on behalf of the parents, or the way the
oh, it's just a
parents.
culture. It's
Yeah,
a two different culture. Like when we are grow up compared to how when you grow up as a kid and certain things we can't say or do. And even you see here, so like everybody can have all kind of different conversation with their parents at 12-year-old and all them something. Just different. And just look no summer. Just look how 1 12 and 14-year-old how they look on the road and all of that.
yeah, man.
So
The
it
shortest of
different.
clothes.
Yeah, it different. So parenting different nowadays.
But even in Jamaica right now, me think, me honestly think the new generation down there right
Future.
now is have a lot to do with how they brought up them parents brought them up because they brought them up where just as you say, but they brought them up where the kids them pretty much brought up themselves where they just give them
Yeah.
food to eat and that's it.
Yeah.
You understand me I say?
But I think by parenting Nikki with the kids them nowadays and how them grow. Then we actually makes the same thing.
Them basically grow themselves.
Yeah.
So
Some.
me not gonna be a hypocrite. There are some really good, genuinely good parents.
Yeah.
Even all right, when you talk about generation and shift, I'm gonna give you said give Caesar when
Mm-hmm.
do like the younger generation of male
Yeah.
realize that they must step up in in a tremendous way wherein you can see the difference like my god like he's a young father and he's doing all of these things. I mean young like
Yeah.
teenager, young early 20s, like they must step up and show up. And next thing, I think most parents not spending enough time with the children, as in them as well. You say spend too much time on social media, so it's like, remember, we're going at one time wherein there was no social media, there was not enough TV to an extent,
Yeah.
and we live, we function. We would never ever change or give up that time for theirs, because like we did more advanced, we did more, not say advanced, but more smarter, more adventurous. Because now them think technology good, don't get me wrong, but they think too much time is spent
With, with
Yeah, because
on
you as a
social.
parent can limit the screen time the kid get to, right? So you can, an hour or two and then book or whatever the case may be to, right? So
And then not everyone bother with the picture them, so they say,
yeah, so
hey,
easy
social
thing of
media
it,
can
yeah,
be.
yeah,
Yeah, so they hear what make them stay on social media, they want to be bothered. So
yeah,
and then they're not, they have access to everything. That's another thing.
yeah,
So they're not,
yeah,
they don't have supervision as to what they watch or how they watch it. Like somebody said to me one time, like you sure say you're good? Because I'm sitting down watching a cartoon with my daughter. Like, yeah, I mean, like like me want to see what she a watch.
yeah,
No, because it's a cartoon. It is yeah, me I look, I'm watching it, so me I see the content I hit and what is it. So the social media, you can cut down.
yeah,
Get involved in so much. Maybe you there around the table, or you there eat, or at dinner time, like phone. In
yeah,
a bathroom,
phone.
phone. Them a bed, the phone the in the bathroom with
yeah,
the running water.
yeah. Me kind of
With
have
them
the
in the
silent, we
bathroom.
bring it for music still.
A
We bring
Them
real.
it
a
for,
eat.
yeah,
Also,
Them upon give like a breathing space, a break, like break yourself, like try to detach yourself from this. It is an addict. I would think say just simple, and it is not. It's like an addiction, like you take drugs. All right, you're sleeping, and I can attest to this because me did have this issue with my oldest daughter because she's sleeping. Okay, girl, you're talking to your friends. When the time comes, say, hey, good night, me I got my bed. Like you're dip on the phone, and the phone, you drop asleep, left the phone, and the phone they pan you the talk still open, them open, so the whole on the drop asleep gone left it. So it's like they don't have no cut off time and
but
no set
maybe,
time for say, okay.
maybe they do for put themselves to sleep at night, Just
Oh,
like some people get
Because
calming music.
yeah. Calming music.
Yeah.
no,
oh,
Yeah, calming
attach
music,
themselves
Shaggy.
to you.
no, no,
Shaggy,
no,
a calming music,
no.
Shaggy, a calming
No.
music.
Yo, a shaggy that man,
Yeah,
a
calming
shaggy.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me
You
understand
have
what they
calming music. You
care.
have calming music.
Not like
Yeah,
that.
so I'm glad,
Yeah.
Him a different kind of light system and all them something there,
Yeah.
Yeah, a different kind of light, his zone out and all them something there.
Me
Yeah.
understand what the Keisha say.
When me grew up at Jamaica, remember growing up at Jamaica, um, you can't watch mommy TV too often.
They'll mash up.
Yes,
Mhm.
because they say don't mash you up.
Brother, they'll mash up and bill and all them something there.
So now we have to the outside. So we either we go catch crab, we go shoot bud, we're gonna look star apple, or we're gonna look mango, or we're gonna see gonna shoot fish and cook. So we always outside doing something. So we never really in at the house. So we always outside playing. You're gonna with a friend, you're gonna play. We play a lot of cricket. We play a lot of football. So when we young, so whole day we out there play cricket, or we dey do something, or a whole group away, because most of we young in a same age group. So there was a group away, so we always gonna do something. Or we gonna river gonna swim, or we gonna cane piece gonna eat cane. So there was a lot more things that your parents push you out to go do because you have to come out of the house. And the many time you have to clean the house, you have to make your bed,
A responsibility.
you have to wash place, or some people have to go look firewood, right? Some people have to go catch water, which me did have to catch water to full up bucket or full up drum. So there was a lot more stuff for kids to do more outside. But
Yeah.
no, the things aren't, as I said, things aren't time changing our way
Yeah.
where, people have more people. Things are more prevalent now where people have internet. We never have internet at the house. We the closest thing we have that is that's cable. When cable man come run and start run cable, we have cable so we can watch in a Cartoon Network. We have HBO and Stars and them thing there, so we can watch movie. But other than that, you can't stay in your mother yard whole day and watch movie.
But you see, although things and time change, the parents should still have control over what the
Yeah,
penny
you
do
can
and what the
still can
penny don't do.
enforce certain
But it
rules
just
as
make
well.
life easier. That's why most parents do it. It just make life easier.
What do you think remix about the parenting nowadays and all the kids and how them a grow and all of that?
Like remix gone.
Re-
Sleep, man.
Remix still up on the call?
Dep on the call, man. But
Probably. Probably tired, man.
anyways,
Yeah. So you're right, Nikki. You are right. You know, the
But Shaggy, Nikki still not answer the question, you know, like why you see down at Jamaica what the man they not really do as man. Like what why you see the trend what they not do. Me understand where she just said like, oh, you know, as soon as the man start talk to a woman and she get pregnant, the man ain't gone.
the
yeah.
man them not mind them pitney.
That she has say?
Yeah, certain things like all right. Next thing
Them
too, they have the friend and whatever, and you have to prove to be a thug and meaning whatever. So certain things a man not gonna really share no emotional feelings towards a woman and all them something because you know when your friend laugh half a year or whatever the case may be. Yes, me I say
So you
so.
can tell a woman say you
If
love
me
him for
come tell you that you start laugh, so just drop me a drive it. If me tell you certain things you laugh, you know,
exactly.
so
Exactly.
certain before so they about to show feelings to a certain extent. If they do
so
show it,
they
yeah.
say they not lovey dovey.
No, because you
Because,
can't really do that.
because
You
They
every
know.
say thugs not lovey dovey.
Well,
every
at that perspective, there, right? They're not really sure. So
Nikki,
probably, yeah,
Nikki,
Yes, sir.
if me tell her say, oh Nikki, you know what I mean love.
yeah,
What would you think? How you would react?
If you tell me say in love,
Yeah.
oh, what would I react? No way, it's normal. It's a
Okay.
normal process and a
yeah,
Yeah.
normal part of life.
And if me go to Winnie and say, boy, Winnie knows say, boy, I mean love, you know.
yeah,
Pea butterfly and stars
Wait,
in her
wait,
stomach
No,
and
but
wait,
eyes.
it
you have to
also
go,
come
you
back
have to
down
go back.
to
Wait,
it also come back down
you
to
have
the
to go
girl.
back.
It also come down to the girl that you
You
tell
have
me
to go
about.
back.
Me I talk
You
me,
have to go back. Wait, you have to go back. Cause friend, I hit a I hit a my issue. One at you said that to some other woman, I'm like, oh, like because them might get like emotional because women are emotional. So if you hear one man fear so that you don't kind like one man I tell us in like what
yeah,
yeah.
and both you like forget one man point of view, every man does say cause some man does say like you not tell nobody about that. Like no man na admit doing feelings and talk
yeah.
about no feelings because them a man so they
We not
act
really,
mature.
yeah.
They
Thing
not
we not grow so neither. That are the next thing. I
The
just
culture is different
yeah,
too.
you just yeah.
Yeah.
So you think of that other problem, or you think it is deeper than that? Why you say the men not really step up to responsibility or act certain way, so the female them have to start do more in terms of man
you have to
duty.
me can't say I can't say it's because I would grow them. I can't say that because sometimes they have really good parents
Yeah,
where the men then come from a really good foundational background, but
yeah.
still they
Friend
react certain
with
ways.
friends and all
So
of
you know,
that
have
too.
nothing to do
Yeah,
with
Okay.
that. You
Can I,
have to do it. That's why I say have to do the cultural
yeah,
change
yeah.
and
Nikki,
the generational.
Do you have any
Sir,
topic or anything you would
Or
like to
any
talk
questions
about?
or anything? Yeah.
You have any topic or any question or anything you'd like to talk about and share?
oh, mm,
Yeah,
what
yeah, because you know it's a
what? Go ahead.
No,
Yes,
no,
what's
no.
up?
You continue,
no. I was
continue.
gonna say it's an open show. You know you can share your topic and your thoughts and your ideas of anything you want to. You know?
Oh, okay. Um, if I said to you, I am going to, I'm going in a relationship, and all right, let me put it this way. If I said to you, I'm going in a relationship, I'm looking for a relationship. What are the things that you would expect? What are your expectations from the relationship? What are your boundaries? What are the do's and don'ts in a relationship that you will seem right or fitting?
So pretty much you asked me what may I expect from the woman.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
well,
what you think? Both. both should bring to the table to make it work, or you
But
have a solid relationship.
well, now you're talking.
Yeah.
Well, for me, what me honestly think is, first of all, we have to have some form of communication. For me, communication is
Yeah.
key. We have to can communicate. If you can't communicate with your partner, you ain't gonna be a partner. You know, you have to communicate with your partner, and you have to learn how to give and take. Because sometimes, even though you're right, sometimes just to make things just go smooth and easy, sometimes you just have to just take it easy a little bit. Whether you are the man or you are the woman, sometimes you have to just learn how to just take it easy. Although you're right, you know, you have to just
But
take. Hold
isn't
on.
isn't that reinforcing bad behavior though?
No, no, Winnie. That's not in reinforcing bad behavior. Because, for example, your your woman come in and your woman I tell you, say, boy, babes, you know, may I go out? I say, okay, honey, go on out. And she said, want to come with me? And you say, no, I don't want to come. You know, and you say, she say, okay, well, she start create a whole heap of drama and all of that, all of that. What you are gonna do? You are gonna go because you want she happy. You don't want all of that drama to say, you just go. That don't mean say yeah create bad behavior. You just go make sure she happy and just not
No,
have to deal with all of that
but
fuss and fight there.
when I understand what you say a while ago, you say, listen, you say when you're right about something, and even though you're right about something, you you know just don't leave it alone to make peace reign. So that's why I'm step on about why you just explain, not explain, say you're right. You just don't feel like go somewhere.
Yes, you don't feel like go somewhere. But what may I try to say is
You're gonna
sometime
do a compromise there.
exactly, Nikki.
No, but compromise is different from something by right and wrong.
You can compromise in a right and wrong still. You can compromise in a right and wrong still. So some of the
You
time
understand, you understand me, I say, Kevin?
Yeah, me hear also, me hear what him and say at the same time. But
as a
the
man,
mm,
sometimes you have to learn how to just chill. Me I talk for me in a relationship for me. You are going
chill in
tell
what way?
chilling
And
and
that's why I'm trying
Calm.
to understand what I say because you say when you're right, right, being right and compromising is two totally different things.
me and my woman we a talk about something and me know say
Mm-hmm.
me right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
me know say what she a say she not right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But to
You
her in
keep
that,
on a go back and forth.
but we keep on go back and
Mm-hmm.
forth. For me, if we just done the argument, I
Mm-hmm.
say, okay, of course, honey, I understand. You're right. You know, it's
But
okay.
this conversation still not finished. You can't, you
Eh,
still not solve the
hold on now.
problem.
Let me finish now, man. What me I say is, if we just done the argument and just smooth out everything right there, so me say, okay, honey, yes, you're right. I understand. The argument done right there, so she get her right. Me no say me right.
But
And
you
me just
still don't fix the
So
problem.
at
there.
some point you go back to that conversation,
Exactly.
or you
No,
done
no,
that?
the
You're done.
conversation done there, so the
But the
conversation
problem
done
is
there,
still
so
there.
Yeah, because
The
no,
problem is
no.
still there.
you
It
know,
all depends on what the situation is.
mm,
Suppose that's something serious where you know something big where you know you have to fix. You have to fix.
mm-hmm.
But if it's something simple where me know just by just done the conversation right there, me know say done. Then it
Okay.
done. That different. But if things were big where you know you have to fix, you have to fix. You have to fix that. That is just for me. You understand? And another
Can I
thing, huh?
Yeah. We hear
finish
you, so go
share,
on.
man? Finish.
Oh.
Okay.
And another,
Finish share, man.
yeah, and another thing for me is what I say. No, I think
Yeah.
what I say. Respect.
Yeah, cause once you lose respect, brother, and once you lose respect, you or she, and and you start to get disrespectful in
Yeah,
make no sense. So that is a big thing.
yeah. Once respect gone through the door, there's no
Yeah,
there's no more
yeah,
relationship right there.
yeah. Shouldn't, yeah, yeah.
So them things they're very important to me.
Yeah.
We have to have respect for each other. We have to have communication, and we have to love each other. So them thing that want give to a woman, and them thing that one mother like to receive from a woman. So that's it for me, Nikki.
Continue, Nikki, me here, yeah, son.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, you can continue. I hear.
No, I didn't hit me. You cut out for a minute. Like, me
Oh,
never did I hear nothing.
no.
No,
You
Yeah,
want
no.
me
you.
to go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I was just addressing something.
Mhm.
So I understand what Herman is saying about compromise, which
Mhm.
that is very important.
Mhm.
But I also do take in serious consideration what Marshall is saying. Because what I don't like is when whether it's a male or whether I am the man or the woman.
Yeah.
If you are right, you are right. Do not shut down the man and say, okay, because I have the power authority of the woman or the man, I'm going to like be so narcissistic and controlling that I always have to have the right all the time, because that is an abuse, and that is, what's the next word I'm looking for? Controlling and manipulative. So if you're wrong, take the wrong and say okay, and learn to apologize. So that's the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
thing.
That time next thing you have to be
You
the
are
But that's
wrong.
sometime.
true.
Yeah, you
You're
can't
too big to
You
just.
are
apologize.
wrong.
Yeah,
All right.
So if you are wrong, say, say me did wrong and me never did have to do that.
you
But
already.
don't wrong
Yeah,
and all it and then you just say, okay, you know what? I understand where him a come from, because he's that person, just to make peace reign. But sometimes you need to tell the people them to go back
yeah,
from
yeah,
which part they come
yeah.
from,
You have to
because
put on your foot
sometimes
too. You have to
them
put on your
use
foot.
it to
Yeah,
to
yeah,
an
yeah,
advantage to say,
yeah,
oh, I, I
yeah,
I have to be right. I have to be right. Like me
yeah.
can't take no say work.
By
You have to
simple thing, the
compromise. You
simple
have to
thing
be
then can turn a
respectful.
big thing, because they see simple thing, they may have a discussion and then you just leave it all the time. Then you don't come to a different
No,
topic
don't
and
come
something,
to
and
a
yeah,
big issue.
yeah, you don't turn small things will turn into a big thing eventually.
True.
That's it.
True.
So yeah,
Then you're right, and then you say, oh, okay, so if you make peace, me just say, just make this one. No, you
yeah,
are wrong, and you are wrong. Admit say wrong, be respectful, and say,
yeah,
say me never did to say that the way me say it. Me have to talk to you, so because it was wrong. And if
yeah,
you really genuinely love the person, the moment you hurt them, you go know. The moment you
yeah,
diss them, because you go feel it weird, you go feel some type of way. So accountability is very important too.
I totally agree with that.
yeah,
Accountability.
Quite right.
yeah,
What me did I say though is
That's
like
what I,
coming up here and around other people, you can tell they have the mentality that, um, even if a man right, you know, the wife have to get the even when she wrong, you have to get the right.
I go back to what him and say again.
You understand? But in a this a culture up here,
Mm.
in a this a culture up here, I notice that. But me as a Jamaican and as a black man come from Jamaica, no matter what situation me in, no matter who is the person, that could be my boss, it could be a friend, it could be a brother, it could be a cousin, it could be a girlfriend, or it could be a wife. You see, once you're right and make somebody trample upon your right, what happens is that you give them the okay to when it happen again, they can't do the same thing again. And if here, if you not stand up for yourself, people try to walk over you or people try to use you if you don't stand up for yourself.
Yeah, you have to kind of
Yeah, you
balance it
understand?
out. Yeah, you have to balance it
You
out.
have to balance yourself and you have to
Yeah,
show some backbone.
yeah,
Sometimes when they do your work and sometimes some people say to you something you can't back down because what you have the authority because he can fire you or he can let you go. Me always say the worst thing they can do a shop to me is tell me say boy your service is no longer required. You find another job. That's the only thing. You might feel away because you lose a job, but you can't let people walk over you because you want peace reign. And you can't let people treat you away because you want peace reign because you're such an easygoing person and you're such a calm person. You can't leave that person. If you're right, you can't give up your right because you want to make somebody else happy. The person go do it again and
Yeah, and
again
you
and again.
continue to do it and you
True.
continue to do it
True.
And
and you
you
just,
continue to
yeah,
move your boundaries and
yeah,
move your boundaries and
yeah,
continue to move your boundaries because you want the next person
yeah.
happy.
And that's
And
why,
when
yeah,
the
go.
person see the person say you do
You
it
can
doing
push
that,
it.
you
Them
go
always a
push it
Your
push the
again.
boundary.
limit. Always a push the limit.
All
So
right, when you
yeah,
do it for your kids,
yeah,
when the kids are grow up and he see he can't get away with certain things, he push you and he say, all right, me can't do that, mommy will beat me or daddy will beat me.
if I rule stricter with the father, I can go to the mother for
Exactly.
more stuff to get
Yeah.
more.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
True. True.
So as I
Exactly.
said, small things can turn into big things. So you just have to be careful of how much room you give and something because people always will push boundaries, always will push and push and push, right? So you just have try to have a level playing field.
And Nikki asked the questions like in a relationship, what's your expectation? Me personally expect that when you're there in a relationship with a girl,
Hmm.
you have to treat the person with love, kindness, and understanding. So you understand where them a come from, and you understand where you come from. Sometimes women never really like in a certain kind of relationship is like if you have a disagreement, right? The girl will withheld certain things from you because you don't have the same agreement on certain things. Me never like that. I mean, I talk to for me
Hmm.
person when we with say yo you cannot do that. You can't because we disagree about something.
Yeah,
You get upset on 2 3 days and talk to me because me think me right and you believe say you're right. Where at the end of the day when you work out, it come back round, I'm right.
yeah,
And you're still upset because me right.
yeah.
Have you ever understand that woman can get upset because you're right?
Of course.
Upset with you because you're right.
Hmm.
Of course, Winnie. You have to
It,
understand,
it,
sir.
it, it crazy
It,
to me.
it
You have to
just,
understand that woman
yeah.
is a emotional creature, just like women just different, little bit different. So
I'm the
woman,
person who's the first person saying, babes, you know what's wrong. I'm sorry about that. I won't do it again. Me big enough to know me can't say me sorry. Me go to me mess up something at work and me can't go to my boss and me not hide it. And say, so me mess up, sorry about it, it won't happen again. And that's it.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
that is a thing where you can take responsibility for your actions, right? So then when you come back to your relationship thing now, and both male and female, it good for you understand the type of person where you deal with,
Very
you know.
true.
So when you not really spend time to know the type of person where you deal with, work for as I said, male and female,
mhm,
and something very important to know the type of person, know a person personality and all of them something. So I know so everybody have a button and a limit.
yeah,
And you as the female or the male, if you always know the limit and stay within it,
yeah,
you know, as best as possible. I know think everything not gonna be perfect and everything not gonna just be smooth sailing every single day. Is it? And then you say communication again, and communication is very important, and it's supposed to have the communication levels where both person supposed to have feel safe to communicate with the person at
mhm,
all times, no matter what is the topic.
yeah,
So you can fix things when you have issues. You can say, "Oh, we can't say this." So some person they have an issue and they go vent to somebody
somebody
else.
else, yeah,
When you have a relationship issues where you're supposed to can talk to you and everything you talk to your partner with, but when it comes to relationship stuff and stuff, I can improve on
It's
relationship.
hard to find that though, bad.
Find what?
Where you'll find a woman where him don't create it, me not see there's a very few woman, but it's hard to come by because there's a possibility that person can use that same information against you.
That's why I'm say you come back to the type you get. You need to get to know the person where you deal with. You need to know the type of person where you deal with. So you know, say you have to be the person can create a safe space for both of you, so you can talk to the person. Because if you're in a relationship with somebody and you have a bad day and you have to call one of your friend to talk to your friend about the day where you have and you go home to your woman, it don't really make no sense. You're supposed to can talk about your day and she try to make you have a better day by the end of the day at the scene. Go to your bed and wake up tomorrow with the same thing upon your mind. So you have to create a safe space with the person where you have. So you can talk about other
Both
things.
sides.
Both sides. So the
Yeah.
communication is very important and it's supposed to be a safe space for each person. We can talk. For say if a man not feel safe enough, we can open and talk to you about certain things, and I'm gonna do it. They move vent to somebody else with interest in her. So a
mhm,
woman have to allow a man to be if feel what they can vent to them, and vice versa. I work both ways. As me I say so. Communication important, and you forget to know that the person where you deal with in ways and in personality and all them something there. You know? But yeah,
Yeah.
Miss Nikki.
Yes, sir.
Mm. My next topic. How much do we have more
Well,
time?
we kind of out of
Okay, out
time
of time.
right
Okay.
now, but wonderful topic, Nikki. Like the question we
You
asked,
have a
and
homework for you too, yeah, Nikki?
yeah,
No
I
problem.
give you a week or 2 week, and when you come up with you can give the information to other person as well and ask like want some topics, and you can just send them and we can
Okay.
always ask them, or we can even ask each other at too as well, is it
yeah,
so?
like topics where you
Yeah,
would like to hear,
yeah.
topics where
But
people would like to hear we
you hear
talk
most
about.
things what we talk about already, so you can have an idea. So every week we want kind of
Yeah.
try to make it different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Some
Anyways,
girl says she want one husband. She a look one husband. How she can go about getting that?
who that?
I
That
can't tell you that. That is
where you say
confidential
someone you said?
information.
Someone, she says someone.
Oh,
A
oh, so
girl.
what? Oh,
Someone she know want a
okay.
husband.
So
So
what's
like,
gonna happen now? You still have to get the necessary information
yeah,
for the type, type of person you need, and
we need a profile.
yes,
yes,
and then we can
Yeah,
have some
yeah,
guys call in and see if it match
yeah.
yeah,
the
What they
man.
want.
profile.
Small bio.
Someone is the girl needs someone that is growth. Like him have a level of growth.
All
Mm-hmm.
right,
He is grown.
Nikki.
He
We
is
need age.
responsible.
Need
But
Hold
age.
on,
she a
hold
name
on.
out
See your
everything, so
name out
yeah, what
everything.
she
Hold
say?
on.
Me thinking can be around from how old will be again, girl? It can be from 35 to it
35 to
can be from 35 to about 45.
This is
Yeah,
the
you would
man.
have did
Does
somebody like that?
the girl in question, does she have kids? Um um
Yes, yes, she does.
how many kids? How tall she be? What she look like? Because we have
So that
we're
gets
set
all of the
yeah,
information.
because the person, just as you want to know about the
person,
person want to know
exactly,
about you as well. Person
exactly.
gonna ask question.
Yeah.
If you tell us that you have somebody else, you don't want to know if you have kids and all of them something. The
Yeah.
person likewise, you don't want to know a small, there's some details about you, so you can proceed from there. So,
Who tell us me? Sir, who tell us me?
eh?
We'll talk up here. I'll
No,
get the information and
yeah,
say
get
it
the
off
necessary
here.
information, and so yeah, can know how to deal with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
sound good.
You need to find out if this person wants more kids, or
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
you know
yeah,
they
No,
yeah.
no more children. She
She don't
does
want no
not.
more
You know
children. So
that the girl.
so the male
for the
have to
person.
have kids or don't want kids at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that, so you
That's
see
very
how,
critical, So
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So all that
She tell
information.
her husband, "You don't
We
want
still we
children."
still are gonna need you for sending the information, because you say it now and then. Yeah, we'll send the information, and then we can do some inquiry and see what's available.
We'll talk
Yeah.
off air, sirs. We'll speak off air. Yeah,
All
I
right.
I
I
will.
hear
I
that.
will.
Okay. You can talk to the person and get some details.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will.
Yes, another lovely week again. You don't know. We're here
Yeah, yeah,
about to close off the show.
turn on relaxing music later.
Yeah.
Relaxing music.
Red lights and relaxing
Yeah,
music. Yeah, yeah, man.
brother.
Yeah.
Um,
Respect, Nikki, for being
yeah,
here.
man. Thanks
Thanks
again.
again.
Another week.
We couldn't get to say thanks.
Problem.
Thanks to remix. It seems like you have a bad
Connection
connection
issues in
or
it.
technical
Yeah,
difficulties or something
yeah,
there. So we'll have him again at some other
yeah.
time on the show. Yeah. But yeah, thanks to all of my viewers out there watching, like and subscribe
Yeah.
and help the channel to grow and all of that. Yeah. And share to all your friends and your family. And you can text
Yeah.
in the comment section,
Yeah. Leave
tell
all the
us,
comments. Yeah.
yeah, tell us what you guys would love to see us talk about,
Yeah. And what we can improve on and all of that stuff.
and what we can improve,
Yeah.
man. Yes, and we will leave a number down in the comment in
Yeah.
the bio section there, you know. So there's a number will be there for all of you guys to call in, and you know we'll be doing this show every Saturday evening. You know, we'll be doing it like from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock on
Yeah.
Saturdays. So you know that's the
Time
time.
difference again too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
A 2 hour nor a 3 hour.
it's
Depends.
it's 2 hours now. Different. Jamaica is 2 hours ahead right now from our time right now, and sometime it will be 3 hours. But we will keep people posted, right?
Yeah.
When is the time change and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys good? Nothing to
All
add.
we-
Winnie?
So far so good enough.
Okay.
There were other stuff we didn't want to ask her, but we ask her next
Next,
time.
yeah, next.
Yeah,
Okay.
next time we
There'll be
ask
next
her.
Next
time, man.
time,
You don't know Nikki is a star girl.
yeah.
You don't know the people them love Nikki on
Really?
the show
Yeah.
so far. So yeah, you know,
Yeah.
everybody talking about Nikki.
Yeah, man.
Yes. So until next time, guys.
Yeah, man. So like as I say, like and subscribe and everything and comments,
Yeah.
if you leave a message as well.
Yes. So bless up on yourself.
Yeah, man.
Stay safe. And we guys are out.
All right.